Are you ready?
Yeah.
Because here we go. Hello everybody and welcome back into Progressive Auto Sales Arena from Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. The Sarnia Sting taking on the Flint Firebirds. It is a rivalry matchup this afternoon as Firebirds have given Sarnia a very hard time in recent years, and just like that, it might get a bit harder. 11 seconds into this contest, Kai Schwint takes someone down, and the Sarnia Sting go to the kill. Well, not a good way to start this game if you're the Sarnia Sting. You want to stay out of the penalty box. That was their problem last night in Kitchener. They took 10 penalties in that game alone. Face-off one, it's picked up Bertucci, poke to the point, now Smith has it, fed it out front, and Serzicha had to be sharp with that early, and he is, to keep it at zeros. It's the Firebirds and the Sarnia Sting, a good rivalry between these two clubs. It has gone on for a long time now. Face-off right side, one back by the Firebirds. Here's Bertucci to Smith, down low, his pass missed, it's picked up again, pass in front, they score! It's a power play goal for Caden Petrie. And the Firebirds get on the board first early, and that is why you don't take penalties early in the game. Yeah, it sets back your team a little bit because they're on their heels defending. This game just starts, and you take a penalty out of the gates, you set the tone. That's not the way you want to set the tone if you're Sarnia. Face off one back, Marko Sicic plays that up on the wing for Doucette, so an early deficit for Sarnia. Trailed last night to Kitchener early as well. Here comes Fisher moving in, drops that back, it's given away to Petrie, he has the only goal as it's sent back into the Sarnia zone. O'Mary up for Sicic. Sting have struggled in the alternate uniforms this year. Let's see if they get it going tonight. Here's an early shot, it's knocked aside by the shoulder, of course, and here's a break, and it's Petrie again, he's in, and he's stopped by Serzicha. What a save! Stayed with him from left to right, and got the right leg out. Here's Kostic the other way. He's stopped. And it's picked up by Way. Way looks, centers it over. It missed Filak, has it again. Shoots again, that's stopped. Another one that doesn't go. They whack and whack away. And it's underneath the Firebird netminder somewhere, but now they get control. Bertucci. Here's Petrie. Here come the Firebirds again. Petrie stopped by Serzicha. Here's Filak. Off the bench comes Cooper Way, the captain for the Sting. Drops it for Filak. Quick shot, stopped by Nathan Day, and he covers on that for Flint. 11:36 to go here in the first. It's 1-0 Firebirds from Sarnia. Here's the draw. One back, Stojkov has it in his own zone, looks to get it ahead. And it's played along now. Firebirds move in. Center, here's a shot. Down low, it was blocked by the Sting. It's picked up by Clattenburg. Off the pier. Here's Stojkov to Slavizic. And that one bounced in front. Now McDonald ahead to Ryan Brown. He's behind the D. He's in. And he hit the post. Oh, what a chance. And now a penalty on the play. My goodness, what a transition. Moses had it. And it just slides past the far post after hitting the post. And he took a man down trying to get the rebound. So Flint back to the power play. They're 1 for 1. Here comes the face-off left side of the Sarnia goal. One back by the Firebirds, controlled by Yenkin. Off on the right wing for Stojkov. Back to the point for Yenkin. Clattenburg a backhand. That's blocked. Sting ahead again. Sicic. He's behind the D. Alone. He's stopped by Day. Sting have it again. Short-handed. Looking. Pass out front that just missed help. It comes out to center. And Kajevic turned it over. It got by Hurt. Here's Clattenburg. And that deflects wide. A minute to go in the Flint power play. They are 1 for 1 tonight. Here's Marko Sicic sneaking his way by. What a play, but couldn't get the shot. Here's Schwint. He steals it. Oh, he couldn't finish it, though. 10 shots for Sarnia in this game, but unable to score. Here to Clattenburg. 19 seconds left on the rush. Clattenburg shoots. He's stopped by Serzicha. Has it again. Down low, makes another stop. And the Sting do kill it off. 1 for 2 on the power play tonight. Flint. Here's a shot blocked. Another just sent wide. Hurt. Sting need to get it going the other way. Now they do. Sicic ahead. It's Kai Schwint. Schwint moves in. Centers it over. It rolls to the goal. And They will hold on with under 5 to go here in the first. It's 1-0 Flint. Sarnia Sting have been struggling a little bit recently. Kitchener's win against them yesterday helped Kitchener tie them in the standings for second. Cornwall ahead by 3 wins of both Kitchener and Sarnia. Here's Bertucci and the Cornwall Colts. The best story this year for a hockey club. A team that wasn't expected to be anything at all is the best team in the league. And of course, we didn't think that we were going to be saying that. We didn't think we were going to be seeing that, but it's the case. And Cornwall is indeed a threat. As here's Carter Kostic. Up the right side, the Sting to the attack. Kostic moves in. He'll shoot. It's blocked. And Smith will carry it out to center. Here's Kostov. Last minute of play here in the first period. Firebirds have a lane, and Serzica shut him down. And a penalty. Oh, no. A very, and I mean very, soft call against the Sting. A little bump between the players, and the Sting get called for interference. You can hear this fan base. They are not appreciative of that at all. And rightfully so. That was not a penalty by any means. But the officials call it nonetheless, and it's the third penalty of the night. And the Firebirds back to the power play. Face-off one, the Sting will clear. Flint, their only goal on the power play tonight. They're 1 for 2. As here's Smith with control. 5 seconds to go here in the first. Pass up on the wing. Here's Smith. Has a shot from distance. It's knocked away by Serzica. And that'll end the first 20 minutes tonight from Sarnia. It's the Flint Firebirds 1. The Sarnia Sting nothing after 1. Shots on goal in the game are 10 for Sarnia with nothing, and 9 for Flint with 1. Hits are 5-2 Firebirds. The face-off 6-2 Flint. Power plays 1 for 2. They're still on 1 to start the second. Sarnia hasn't had 1. Welcome into period 2 here tonight from Progressive Auto Sales Arena. The Sarnia Sting looking for a bounce back after a bad loss in Kitchener last night. 4-2 might not look bad, but it did feel bad as they took 10 penalties on the night, and most of the night they were defending. Here comes Schwint. He snuck by. He'll shoot it, and he's stopped by Day. Hold on to that. A good short-handed look for the Sting, but nothing but outside shots. And that's what Flint does best, and it's what they've done best all year, is keep the other team to the outside so the chances aren't deadly. They're simple, they're easy, and here's a giveaway in front, though, and what a save by Day. That one was sure to go in, and he got across. And here goes Dan, and here come the Firebirds on the power play. Save made by Serzica. Dan holding on to it. Firebirds to the attack. Pass in front, and that's tipped just wide. Now another penalty, and it's going to the Sting. Here's Dan. The fans not happy. The boos raining down from Sarnia. It'll be a 5-on-3 for 9 seconds. Same story as last night, but tonight there's been some questionable calls, to say the least. And Sarnia has been defending all night long once again. Here's the face-off. Firebirds win it back. Smith across. Petrie. Bertucci lets it fly. It's off the equipment of Serzica. Now the Sting ahead. It's Mitch Young. He's taken down. Petrie. Fed ahead for Petrie. Here's McDonald. To Way. Here comes Cooper Way. Might be a 2-on-1. Way shoots. Fired it wide. What a chance for the Sting. Here's Petrie. The other way. Here he comes with it. Has the only goal. Hurt. Trying to get back. Petrie's had chances all night. He'll shoot it. It's blocked. Here's Smith. He'll let it go. It's stopped by Serzica. 40 seconds left on the fourth power play of the night for Flint. As the Sting send it in. Picked up by Bertucci. And all night long it's been a penalty kill. Again for Sarnia. Dan moves in, tries to get the shot. Wainwright gave it away, and Serzica made a good save. Here's a giveaway in front. Petrie, what a stop! Nick Serzica on a giveaway right in front, kept it out. In desperation, he was down and out and got a piece. And we stay 1-0 Firebirds as they are 1 for 4 on the power play now. Draw one, it's picked up, and another save made. Serzica will cover on that. Firebirds have taken over in the shot department now. They're ahead 14-12. Time on attack pretty much even, but still 1-0 game. Here's the face-off. One back by the Firebirds again. Sting try to get control in their own end. Now they do. And a penalty going the other way, finally. As O'Mary sends it in. It's touched up by Kostic. Now the Firebirds get a look. And Sarnia, Caden Petrie tripping one of the Sting on the play. Will head off, and Sarnia to the power play for the first time tonight. A chance to tie it up. They had one power play last night. They were unable to get it moving at all. They're going to have to do something here today. Schwint, O'Mary to Fisher, and that shot blocked. Good coverage by the Firebirds. This is what they do. They keep teams to the outside. We said it earlier, and now they get it out. Doucette back to collect. Here's Marco Sitchett through the middle of the ice. He has Doucette going to the goal. It's Schwint, and it just rolled past his reach. Holding on to it. Schwint moves in. What a play! And Day just kept that out. The splits were open for a split second, but not long enough as it stays out. A minute and 7 seconds to go on the Sting power play. They don't win the draw on this. Here's Yankin. Looking ahead, he'll just get it down the ice. O'Mary back to get it. Nathan O'Mary with 50 seconds to go in the Sting power play. There's another giveaway. Sting have been very sloppy here today. Doucette to Sitchett. Up ahead for Doucette. Now they get something started. Doucette moves in and shoots. And this one just rolled the Day. He'll cover. With 18 seconds to go in the Sting power play. 7 gone here in the second. Still a 1-0 Flint lead. And you know that Cornwall's grateful for this right now. Yeah, Sarnia Sting need to find a way to climb themselves out of this hole. 1-0 isn't bad, but the way they're playing the game, it is. Young shoots. It's easily stopped, and Dan is there to get it out. It does get by Felak, and that'll do it for the Sting power play. One last chance as the Firebirds get back to full strength. It's a pass, and Way just missed. Here's Kostic off to Young. Young looks in, now weaves, now shoots. Good save made by Day. Felak down low, the pass just missed Way. Bertucci in the corner with it. Battle down low with the Sting. And Bertucci wins that one and gets it to Petrie. As here's Petrie. Caden Petrie turned back one more time by the Sting, but has it again. And here he comes inside. With a step in on goal, he's stopped by Serzicha. Looks for his own rebound. Plays that to Smith. There's the opportunity, and the Sting blocked the rebound as Smith who picks it up. We're more than halfway. It's 1-0. Here to Aspinall. Looks, shoots, blocked. Sting trying to get it out, still can't. 7 to go in the second. Petrie. Here's a chance taken away by Doucette. Here comes Sarnia. Tyson Doucette. He's in alone. Doucette sent it wide. Another pass in the paint. That just missed. Lombardi's taken down, and right back to the power play go the Firebirds again. 5:11 to go in the second. Marco Sitchett heads off 2 minutes for tripping. 1-0 Flint. A very tight contested game between these two rivals. Here's Stochkov. Poked to the corner by the Sting. Glattenberg with it. To Yankin. Moves in and shoots. Fanned on. Got it back. Good save, Serzicha. Down low. Firebirds pressing. Here's Stochkov again. That was blocked, and now the Sting look to get it up on the wing, and they do. Cooper Way. Down the right side, looking for reinforcements. He'll find it, but turned it over to Peer. And Peer now, he'll just get it back into the Sarnia zone. Right back out as the pass from O'Mary finds Fisher. 50 seconds left on the rush. Here's Lukas Fisher, moves in, winds, now tries to take the shot, and if you're the Sting, you just got to take it. They're waiting too long to shoot, and they're losing chances because of it. Here's Carter Kostic, he'll step in, 2-on-1. There's the shot and stopped, and the rebound just blocked by the Firebirds. Wainwright with it. Here's the pass. What a save! Nathan Day kept it out. We saw a dandy from him the other night against Cornwall. We see one here tonight, and a save the other way by Serzicha. And it's still 1-0 because of Nathan Day. What a save. Sent it around. Here's another chance. And Stochkov cut that chance. In the corner with it. He'll feed that up on the wing for Aspinall. Dying seconds of the second period. 1-0 Flint. Here's Slaviskevich. Moving in over the line. Winds, fires. That goes wide. 2 seconds of the period. Aspinall and a penalty to start the third against the Sting. Another one. What a chance for the Sarnia Sting to tie it, but Nathan Day, who's been amazing all year long, makes another highlight reel stop. We're through 2. The shot's a goal, 18-16 Sarnia, but it's 1-0 Flint. The hits are 9-2 Flint. Faceoffs 12-5 Firebirds. They're 1 for 5 on the power play. Sting 0 for 1. And Flint going back to the power play to start the third. Welcome into period 3 here tonight from Sarnia. The Sting and the, of course, Flint Firebirds in this rivalry matchup. As the faceoff won and brought in by Smith to start the third. Fisher took it back. Here go the Sting, shorthanded. Kai Schwint sends it in. Chased down by O'Mary. Here's Nathan O'Mary, sneaks in, and Nathan Day made another save. As the 5-hole opened for just a split second, here's Petrie the other way. He's in, and he's stopped by Serzicha. A goaltending battle here tonight. Here's Marco Sičić. He'll move in, turned it over to Bertucci. To the middle of the ice, it's Petrie. Back inside, he'll center off on the right. Now Dan on the left, he scores! It's a power play goal. Both Firebird goals on the afternoon are on the extra man advantage, and they lead it 2-0 early here in the third. Great pass and great finish. The Sarnia Sting caught standing around, and they pay the price because of it. 2-0, the deficit grows. Face-off one back. Here's Young. He'll send it in, and that got past everybody, so icing called against Sarnia. Well, not a pretty game for the Sarnia Sting. They've been sloppy all night long. They've had a few good chances, nothing golden. Maybe one golden chance, but that's about it. Everything else has been defending. 6 penalties on the night. Almost the same as yesterday. Here's Sičić. He'll shoot. That went wide. It's picked up by McDonald. And it comes out. McDonald through center. Here's Kostic right back in. Carter Kostic moves in, shoots it quickly. The save was made and the rebound kept in. Here's Kostic. What a keep in. He stopped and they score! And it's waved off. It continues to get worse for this team as it will be waved off. They're going to say goaltender interference. It looks like Day's already diving himself, but right there, that contact, they're going to say that stopped him, and it's no goal. So the Sarnia Sting get a goal called back on top of the night that they're already having here, and it doesn't get any more fun. Here is Petrie, looking up the right side, he'll send in. McDonald back to get it. Sarnia has had a struggle at home this year for scoring, and here's the case again tonight. Here's a shot by Young, it's handled. Now way to the front, there's another, and that went wide by a mile. McDonald gave that away to Felak. Petrie carries it out. Petrie will get it in himself. The Sting need to get back quickly here. Pass in front, just missed. Rebound, they missed that too. 2 chances to hit the open net. Now a big save, and the Sting will go the other way. Way with Kostic. Here's Carter Kostic moving in. Kostic shooting down low. Easily handled by Day. All Sting chances have been kept to the outside. They've had 1 slot chance. Here's Slavaskevich. Big save, Serzicha. Point blank, he had a golden chance. He has another, and that's turned over to O'Mary. 9 to go. O'Mary off. Here's Moses. He'll get it in. Brown is on it. Ryan Brown holding on to that puck, looking for the pass. He'll feed that over. Nobody there. Moses will chase it down. The Firebirds standing around a bit, and the shot gets to the goal, but it's handled easily. Here's Pierre with it. Taken down, and right back to the power play go the Firebirds again. Lukas Fisher will head off. And it continues to get bad for this squad as they go back to the penalty kill for the 7th time tonight. That shot over the net. Young sends it down the ice. Schwent will chase it back. Last time Sarnia was shut out here was early in the season. And it looks like they might be headed for that tonight. Has another penalty on the play. Mitch Young with tripping. 5-on-3 Flint. Late in this game, and Sarnia cannot afford to take more penalties, and that's exactly what they're doing, already down 2-0 late. Donskov in front. Petrie got a good shot away. It's handled by Serzicha. Back to the point. Yekin. That's blocked. Another shot. Scores! And that should seal the fate tonight of the Sarnia Sting. 14:03 of the third. It's a power play goal, and it's 3-0. You can hear the boos all night long. It's been penalty after penalty against this team, just like last night. They're at 8. They had 10 yesterday. All 3 goals for Flint tonight are on the extra man. Here's Petrie. Moves in, looks to center, goes to the net. Dan, he's stopped. Nathan O'Mary. Kick to the outside, kept in. Yenkin. Taken back by Doucette. He'll send it down the ice. 1 penalty done. Day out of his net to play. Here's Petrie. Up ahead to Dan. Taken down, and another one. That's number 9 on the night. 4:50 to go. Sting back to a 5-on-3 kill. And this is not a happy crowd indeed. And this Sarnia team is not any happier. You can hear the crowd. They've been booing all night long, and that's not a good thing when you're the home team. Here's Marko Sijic moving in, trying to get something started for this club. There's the shot and stop, and it wouldn't go. They just can't get anything to fall tonight, as Nathan Day has been lights out. Here's Kajovic, he'll move in. Kajovic, and knocked wide by the Firebirds. Bertucci, up on the wing to Pierre. McDonald took that back, now Pierre gets behind. He's in, and he's stopped by Suzicha. 50 seconds left on the power play. Huey Hurt now. Here's Hurt for the Sting, looking, passing it off. There's the chance, and they miss again. Another chance. That's off the post. And another penalty. Oh, my. The Sting just want this night to end. Another 5-on-3. They hit the post twice. That's now 10 penalties again. Back-to-back games. Here's Bertucci. A good save made by Suzicha. Pass up on the wing to Huey Hurt. Hurt turned it over to Petrie. He's in with Dan. That was blocked. Got it back. He stopped. And he will settle it down for his teammate in Young. Up ahead for Filak. 2:20 to go. Sting inside. There's the pass ahead. Schwint. And it bounced off the pads, but right back to a Firebird. Petrie. He'll carry it out. Well, this rivalry not going the way that the Sarnia Sting wanted to. Down 3-0 with under 2 to go. Here's a giveaway and a good save again by Day. And down low, the Sting keep holding on to it. Here's Schwint. Passes. Finally, they score. With 1:26 to go, it's 3-1. Well, Sarnia back within 2, but time is running out. 1:26 on the game clock. This is not what this team had in mind coming into this one. Face off, 1 back. Sting look ahead. The pass, Fisher gave it away, and just like that, another turnover. That's been another problem for the Sting here tonight, is not being able to hold on to that puck. Pass finding help. Now it gets down the ice, and this will go for icing. As we're within the final 30 seconds. Here from Sarnia tonight, the Flint Firebirds 3, the Sarnia Sting 1. Sting have had 31 shots on goal. They have been the better team in that department, but have been unable to get it past Day here tonight. Here's Cooper Way, though. He'll try to change that late. It's Schwint, gave it away to Yenkin. And that should pretty much do it, as the Firebirds will bring it out and send it down the ice. As we tick down the final 10 seconds from Sarnia tonight. Another hard defeat for them. The pass back, here's a chance, way late. He's stopped by Day. And that should pretty much do it. With 3 seconds to go. The fans have already exited the building. Sarnia on a 3-game losing streak. Now, losing this one here tonight against the Firebirds. They'll play them back in Flint next game, looking for revenge. But they fall here at home tonight in not so convincing fashion, 3-1. It feels exactly like yesterday. All the penalties taken, 10 again, with 1 power play again. Exact same story there. The shots were the same story. And again, they lose by 2. Coming up now, the Cornwall Colts will get back into action, the best team in the league. Hopefully you're excited for that. They will be taking on, ready for this, the Brantford Bulldogs. And that will take place from Cornwall. So hope to see you there.